Today I'm talking about all three Rugrats movies. And the names of those three films are the Rugrats Movie, Rugrats in Paris, and Rugrats Go Wild. First up is the Rugrats Movie. This is a 1998 film that I remember pretty well coming out. I was 8 years old and I definitely remember the hype for it. I was still watching the show, but I was definitely outgrowing it, but I still had fond nostalgia for it, so I was hyped. And I remember the toys and stuff too. If you're unfamiliar, the basic premise is the babies accidentally run away from home, so everyone's trying to chase them down. It's just kind of really boring. It starts off just so absurd of them going on this just insane journey, and the other ones do a good job of building to the absurdity so that it feels more natural. I will say though, I definitely got a lot of nostalgia from this experience of just hearing their voices again really brought me back. So I like that. It was crazy that they used the actual theme from Indiana Jones for the opening sequence. It's a fun Indiana Jones parody. They really utilized a lot of CGI, and I feel like that was a misstep because it felt more distracting, more show-offy, and I don't feel like it really elevated the story. So the movie's about Tommy gets a little brother, and I liked that Tommy, even though he really does not like Dill whatsoever, Dill Pickle, his full name's Dylan, he will still defend him to the death. He's like, this is my brother. I don't like him, but my parents love him. They want to keep him. Don't shit on him. He's mine. That was nice. The monkey scene, which I did not care for at all this time around. I remember that song, the ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, bing, bang, getting stuck in my head for years. So that definitely brought me back, despite not liking the scene. Yeah, no, I really didn't care about the struggles. It's clear the parents are gonna save them. There's not really character arc stuff. I mean, there kind of is, but not really. But I don't know, it's so dull, it's so boring. It's definitely targeted at small children, and I could not be bothered to care. So even though I loved the Rugrats as a kid growing up, I'm about the same age as Tommy. Couldn't be bothered to care. Thankfully, I enjoyed the other two movies a lot more. So yeah, no, I didn't hate this movie, but I don't really recommend it unless you got hard nostalgia for it. Otherwise, nah, it's an easily skippable one. Next up is Rugrats in Paris. This is a 2000 film, and hot damn did they step everything up with this movie. It is so good. The basic premise is Chucky's ready for a new mommy, and whilst vacationing, work tripping in Paris, his dad finds some new women that could potentially be this new mommy. And yeah, it's really dang solid. The heart of the movie is right there. It's so good. It's got such a great emotional core of longing to have what everyone else has. Everyone else has these moms. He wants a mom too. There's a song when they're flying to France that plays that's about I want a mom, and holy shit, did it hit me. Probably wasn't gonna cry, but I was getting close to crying. So that was good. More general thoughts, I think the animation worked a lot better. There's definitely some CGI stuff in here, but it's better incorporated. It doesn't feel like it's flashy standing out. The movie opens on a Godfather joke. I was just floored by that. That was insane. I could not believe that they did it. This movie actually has a ton of references that I was very impressed by, so good job writers, oh my god. The mom and B, Kira, I loved her whole character, but one thing that I really loved is that when the kids snuck away like they always do, she immediately noticed. She is actually paying attention to the children, because so much of this series is the parents just not paying attention and these kids getting into wild shenanigans. So it's nice to have an adult who actually adults. That feels good. It's nice. Makes me really like her. They go to this Reptar theme park, and I think they really nailed the aesthetic of it, because I've been to Disney World a few times, and them going to this fake park really brought me back to that experience. So that was just a really cool, fun, extra nostalgia trip for me. There's a whole wedding thing that happens at the end, and I feel like they really rushed to it. Technically it is intentionally supposed to be rushed and quick, but I feel like we kind of missed some steps between the fake romancing stuff and getting to the wedding. vein. And then on top of that, the chemistry between Chaz and Kira was definitely there, and I liked it. I feel like we should have gotten some more of it. Like, I'm fine with them even doing like classic rom-com tropes. Just more of them vibing together would have really just extra sold the whole thing. So yeah, I enjoyed this one a good solid amount. If you're gonna watch just one of these, this is the one to do. It's got such a great emotional core. It's got a good story. The jokes work. The music works. It's not perfect. It definitely has its flaws, but this was the nice warm nostalgia hug that I was hoping for. So yeah, no, it's a solid movie that I would definitely recommend. And lastly is Rugrats Go Wild. This is a 2003 film that I didn't think I'd seen before, but then when I was reading through the IMDb trivia, I remembered I had, because one of the promotional things of this movie is this scratch and sniff thing. You could get them at Burger King or other places, and then there'd be numbers on the screen for you to scratch and then sniff when stuff would happen. And I remember being so excited about that. Like, I was so hyped. And then I remember doing it in theaters as well. So like, it was a fun little gimmick that definitely had 12-year-old Charlie fully into. The basic premise is the Rugrats, through some convoluted means, end up on this deserted island, but wouldn't you know it, the wild thornberries are there. And yeah, it's a pretty solid little film. I definitely enjoyed that the parents did stuff. They didn't feel like they were just there. They definitely had more to do. The Titanic reference was a Jaws reference, is a Poseidon reference. The action was definitely exciting, like the boat sinking scene was definitely really good. I feel like everyone's character goals were really fleshed out and clearly stated. And then I like that they weren't afraid to jump around between a lot of different stuff. They did ignore the parents for the second act, which I didn't really care for. I wish we would have cut back to them. But they had Angelica team up with the older sister from the Wild Thornberries who have very similar personalities. That was a lot of fun. They had Chucky and the Wild Boy have a whole thing, and that was pretty fun. Mr. Thornberry himself ended up teaming up with the kids, and they made it work in a way that it was ridiculous but still fit. He pretends he's a 3-year-old because he gets conked on the head. It vibes. There was also the main girl from Wild Thornberries teaming up with the dog Spike from Rugrats, voiced by Bruce Willis. I was like, who is this? And then he started singing, and I'm like, oh my god, it's Bruce Willis. All right. My kind of main issue is I wish she would have done a little bit more. I mean, it's called Rugrats and they are the main focus, but like, she's the main character of her show, and I feel like she wasn't even the most focused on Thornberry. And I think it just would have been fun to explore her talking to animal abilities a bit more in this different environment. So yeah, no, it was a pretty good film. It definitely didn't reach the heights of the second one, but it was fun, it was exciting, it was interesting, it felt like a good dynamic shift. It didn't feel like they were just retreading water. I think the Wild Thornberries themselves added a nice, fun, interesting dynamic to the film that definitely gave it a lot of energy. And yeah, no, it was a pretty good little film. So I would say if you enjoyed the second one a lot, give this one a watch too, because it's not quite as good, but like, it's still a pretty solid little film. And if you're a fan of the Wild Thornberries, definitely give it a watch. So yeah, no, it's a pretty good film that I would recommend. Alrighty, now for today's rankings. First up, we got the Rugrats movies sitting at number 120 in the meh section. And then after that is Rugrats in Paris sitting at number 61 in the quite like section. And then lastly is Rugrats Go Wild sitting at number 72, again in the quite like section. And this is out of a total of 144 old movies so far this year.